What is up, my dudes? Welcome back to another video on my channel. So for today's video, I was going to talk about how to prioritize yourself, because I bet every one of you has ever felt like you didn't prioritize yourself or your opinions as much as you do with others, and that's actually not a good thing, because like you're neglecting yourself and you're not thinking about what you actually need, or you're not giving yourself what you actually need. So here am I to give you a few tips or a few advice points on how to prioritize yourself more and take better care of yourself, because self-care is precious. But yeah, without any further ado, let's head into the video. So the first thing that you actually can do or have to do to prioritize yourself more is to actually take the time and remember that you are just as important, or your needs are just as important as the needs of another person. It can be like that you prioritize like your family more, or your friends more, or your loved one more, but you are just as important as them, and you deserve to take care as well of yourself as you take care of them, if you know what I mean. Just remember that your needs are important, your thoughts are important, your opinions are important too, and that you matter, because you are just as important as the next person. Like, no one is more important than you, because you are the main character of your own story. You're the main character of your life. So if you don't take care of yourself, who will take care of you? You might think, yeah, my mom will take care of me. She won't take as good care of you as you can actually take care of yourself, which may sound really confusing, but it is like that. No one can take care of yourself as good as you do, because no one knows things you actually need as well as you do, because it's your body and it's your mind. So you should think about what you need and actually do it. The second thing that you can do is to evaluate your surroundings and actually look at the things that you surround yourself with. Like, it can be like the literal surrounding where you're in, or the people that you surround yourself with, or the vibe that you surround yourself with, or whatever, because they influence you on a deeper level that you might think. A person might differ like from who they are by who they are surrounded with, or by what they are surrounded with. The people that you are hanging out with, like your closest friends, they have the most influence on you, on your character, on your way of acting, on your way of thinking, on your way of being and living life. They influence you more than you actually think. So if you're not in a good surrounding, you should think about it. Like, is the place where I am right now, is it good for me? Does it help me to become a better person? Does it help me to become the best version of myself? You should look at it and think about it. Like, do I need this in my life now, or do I not need it? Do I need a person like that in my life, or not? Or don't? You should think about it. And if you see that you're not in a good place, remove yourself from it. It might sound hard, it might sound harsh, because it also means that you might have to remove yourself from a group of people who are not good for you. You might find yourself that you are having less and less friends, but less friends is okay. You don't have to have like 10,000 friends to be happy. Like, the small amount of friends that you have, if they actually have a good influence on you, and if they make you truly happy, that's like enough. And the 10,000 of friends who, or the 100 friends, or the 50 friends who make you feel miserable and only make fun of you, or who only want you to put all your attention to them and not to yourself. So look at it and be your own judge, and decide if that's a good place for you to be in or not. Third thing that you can do is to be quiet. It might sound rude or weird, but just to be quiet. Like, you need the time in the day to just reset and come back to yourself, because like I said, the people that you surround yourself with, they are deciding how you act, and sometimes you might act different than who you truly are, and that's also really just taking a toll on your body, it's taking a toll on your mind. So take the time to reset and to come back to yourself, and to be yourself in that moment, and just continue to be yourself. Because if you're like, I'm just gonna go back to the point, but if you're with people who require you to act different than who you are, then they're not good people. You should always be yourself and stick to yourself, and in that moment that you are just quiet and breathing, like, be yourself and think about yourself and think about what you need, and just live. Live how you want to live. Fourth thing you could do is to take the time to do the things that actually make you happy. Like, if it really makes you really happy, then take more time in the day to read the books that you want to read. If making music makes you happy, then take the time of the day to make music as you like, and just enjoy yourself while doing it. Because by doing the things that you enjoy, you'll also be in a better mindset. You will put your mind in a better mindset. But your body's also going to benefit from you being in a happy state, because it will also like you feel like, oh, my human is happy. So let's help her to continue to do those things, because happiness is the most important thing that you should be focusing on. If you're not happy with the things that you're doing, don't do them, because life is short. You should do the things that you enjoy. You should be with people who you really love and really like. You should work a job that you really love. Like, even if there's no job at the moment, okay, why not make a job for yourself? You know, do the things that you really love, do the things that you really like, and do the things that you want to do, not that someone else wants you to do, because if it doesn't make you happy, it's not worth it. The next thing that you could do is to embrace your emotions and to accept them, and then let go of them. It's good to embrace your emotions and be conscious of what you're feeling at the moment, but by keeping in those emotions, you are not actually processing those emotions. Because even if it's emotion of happiness, emotion of sadness, or pain or whatever, like, you should accept that you're feeling it in a moment, and then you should let it go so that you can actually process it and not be stuck in that type of emotion. Like, especially if you're sad for a long period of time, you're sad because you're not processing your sadness, you're not accepting your sadness, and you're not going beyond that feeling of you're not going beyond that feeling of sadness. So by accepting your emotions, you can process them and you can go further. You don't just live in that emotion, you advance, you proceed, you grow. So by accepting the emotions that you're feeling, you are growing and you are becoming a better person, and you know that, okay, now I know that doing this makes me feel this, and by feeling this I get in this state. So if I just continue to do that, I can feel this emotion more often. So then you become more conscious of your emotions, and you know what to do to make yourself feel a certain way that you want to feel. The next thing is to remember that how others treat you is actually a reflection of how you treat yourself. If somebody else sees that you treat yourself like shit, they are not gonna treat you any better. They're also gonna treat you like shit, because for them it's like, oh, that person doesn't have self-worth, oh, the person doesn't have self-love, so why should I? That's sort of how people think. Like, they reflect what you are showing them. We all are like a mirror. We're acting according to how somebody else is acting, like action and reaction, you know? So if you are treating yourself like really bad, people are not going to treat you any better, because they see, okay, you don't have self-respect, you don't have self-love, and you don't even see your self-worth, so we're not going to treat you any better than you do, because if you don't do it, who else is going to do it? So treat yourself bad. So you should reflect to them like how you want to be treated. You should reflect to them how you want them to see you, or how you want them to think of you. Like, if you want them to see you as a wonderful person who's happy and working towards a goal and is hardworking, then show that to them. Like, show that also to yourself. Like, so yeah, you should really think about how you treat yourself, because that's really a main factor of how people are going to treat you. Okay, the next thing you can do is to stop trying to please everyone and start pleasing yourself, pleasing your needs, because you are just as important as the next person. So you should think about what you truly need and give yourself what you need. By giving yourself that, you will be more happier, you will be in a better mindset, and you know that, okay, like, I deserve this, I am worth of this, because I am a great and wonderful person. So by treating your needs is also like helping you on a mental but also a physical basis, because like, if one of your needs is to be more active, then being more active will also like work towards you wanted to look better and lose the weight that you actually want to weight, if you want to lose weight, because not everyone, like, I'm not punishing anyone, but like, if you want to look that way, then treat yourself. Go to the gym, work off those things you want to work off. Treat your needs, because that's one of your needs, that's one of the things that you want, and you should do it. By doing it, you become happier. By being happier, you will have a wonderful life. I swear you, happiness is the key to leading a wonderful life. So by treating your needs, you will just be more happier and more positive, and you'll be in a positive mindset. So work towards it and do it, you know, because you deserve it. You worth it. You are beautiful. You are loving. You are thriving. I swear you are great. So you deserve to have your needs fulfilled. The eighth thing is to have self-appreciation. Appreciate yourself for everything that you have accomplished so far. Even if it's not a lot in your eyes, it's still something that someone else hasn't been able to do. And you should be giving yourself the love that you need, you know, the love and support that you need. You deserve to treat yourself just as great as you are, because you are great. I tell you, my girl, my boy, my humans, you people are great. Every human being is great, and like is such a wonderful person. Even if you don't see it, I see it. So appreciate yourself for the things that you have done so far, for you being able to keep yourself safe and be able to reach this age, which might, like, most people won't be able to reach, or for finishing school, or for getting this grade, or for doing this exercise one day, or for being able to do this what you want to do, or for completing your to-do list. Like, appreciate yourself for all those accomplishments that you have done so far, and celebrate it. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate what you've done so far. Like, celebrate you, because you deserve to be celebrated. Next thing that you could do to appreciate yourself more is to never guilt yourself out of anything. Like, for example, I love to sleep a lot, but I'm never gonna guilt myself out of a nap, because my body deserves the rest that I want to take. Like, the nap that I'm going to take is going to be beneficial for my body. It's going to be beneficial for myself, for my mental health, for my mental state, because I am resting. I am getting back to zen, like getting back to zero, and I am recovering some of the energy that I spent throughout the day. And that's, like, this is just an example, but it goes for a lot of the things. Like, don't guilt yourself out of anything. Like, everything you should do, you're doing, you should do it with pride. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy it. You should just live in it. And you should, like, just appreciate whatever you're doing, because, like, whatever you're doing, you know what you're doing, and you're worth it. So don't guilt yourself out of things. Don't guilt yourself out of naps. Like, never guilt yourself out of naps. Don't do that. You are worth it. And the 10th and last thing is to remember that there are actually only 3 things that you can control in life. That's what you think, what you do, and what you say. Those are the 3 things that you can only control in your life. Like, everything else is out of control, because everything else might be a reaction out from someone's action. Those are the only thing you control, which is yourself. Like, you control what you think, you control what you say, and you control what you do. So don't forget that everything what you do is out of your own will. Everything what you want to do or want to say or want to think is what you when you think or do or say. No one can truly influence you or think the things you say or do or think as much as you. Don't fret about things that are happening around you that are different from what you want to do or want them to happen, because things happen for a reason. Nothing happens just because of it. So don't forget it. Like, there are only truly 3 things that you can control, and everything is out of your control. So you should just go with the flow of life and live in it. Those were the 10 things that I had for you, or the advice tips that I had for you to start prioritizing yourself and start taking better care of yourself. And I really hope that you liked this video. If you did like it, please leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Like, hello, I didn't even say hello for the people who are new. And I really hope to see you guys in my next video. So I wish you all a wonderful day, and I wish you all the happiness and the luck to you. Bye.